Lawmakers are set to return to the General Assembly later this month, where Republican leaders are planning to introduce a comprehensive package focused on public safety.
Iryna Zarutska should still be alive today.
Standing next to a picture of the 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee, Senate President Phil Berger and House Speaker Destin Hall laying out a series of topics they're working to address, sparking from a case that has drawn national attention. The suspect, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown, has a lengthy criminal record, including spending 5 years in prison for robbery with a dangerous weapon. In January, he was arrested for misusing 911, a misdemeanor, and released on a written promise to appear.
When folks come in and before a magistrate and they've been charged with a serious crime, if they're they have a prior violent felony on their record, it simply should not even be an option to allow that person to have some sort of cashless bail.
But Don Blagrove, executive director with Emancipate NC, described that idea as a way to criminalize poverty.
The longer that people spend in jail on post-trial, awaiting post-trial, the higher the likelihood is that their economic life will be upended and that more criminality will result.
Mental health, a central focus of this investigation. Brown's mother expressed concern over his behavior after he was released from prison, getting an involuntary commitment for him. Hall says that should be considered by magistrates.
We expanded Medicaid in this state, and one of the justifications for that we heard from sheriffs was we have folks in the jails who need mental health care.
Blagrove disagrees.
The prisons and the jails are no place to deal with mental health issues, nor are magistrates at all competent to make those kinds of mental health decisions.
Instead, she believes the General Assembly should put more resources into increasing access to mental health care.
That is an issue that they actually can fix to make sure that there is funding to create and make sure that there are beds available.
Other ideas discussed by Hall and Berger today include oversight in how magistrates are chosen and a call to restart the death penalty, which, while still legal, has not been used in the state since 2006.
Republicans in the General Assembly have attempted to restart the death penalty over the past decade and a half, but those efforts have been stymied at every turn.
In a statement, a spokesperson for Governor Josh Stein's office tells ABC 11 in part, quote, Governor Stein is advocating for more funding to recruit and retain law enforcement officers and to train judges and magistrates on best practices for setting release conditions for defendants with mental illness. I'm Michael Perchik, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.